Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra, April 8, 2025. Today's energies bring opportunities with your practical affairs and your relationships, and especially when these combine in some manner. A more creative method of getting things done can figure strongly. You could receive special attention and new insights into your career path, long-term goals, or business projects can emerge. You're appreciated and acknowledged today. Your unique qualities and talents are in the spotlight. Overall, it's an enthusiastic time, but it's not a time for locking something down, largely because there can be more to the story later. Still, you can feel bonded with others or feel better about yourself through making responsible or mature choices now. You may be taking on a new responsibility that involves hard work or some personal sacrifices but feels very much worth the effort. A solar in Aries recently arrived. It highlighted the cardinal zodiac sign. This means that the collective energy of the Ram will ignite the heavens and trickle down into our lives here on Earth. Any lunation in Aries guarantees that we will be taking a me-focused mentality, rather than looking to compromise, collaborate, or work with others. You may notice how your desire to get what you solely want is paramount now, rather than listening to others or embracing their emotional or sensual needs. This aggressive, assertive energy will be hard to miss as the moon turns her horns to the skies and throws back her head like a ram proudly. Do what it takes. It is time to put the pedal to the metal, as Mars in Cancer trines Venus retrograde in Pisces. The watery cosmic energy will inspire you to feel more emotionally involved in your career path, success, and financial abundance. If you think lackluster or uninspired, it may lead to a lack of movement in your work life. You may not make as much money or feel as confident in your career path. Let your emotions take control, since your feelings can help you secure the career path and financial standing of your dreams. You may have the best of intentions but not enough follow-through in your exercise regimen. One way to take the burden off yourself is to join a group that exercises regularly, a virtual team or a class of some sort. This will keep you on track in spite of your mood. You can also enlist the help of a physical trainer, though this is the expensive option. Don't let a little planetary configuration get in the way of your best foot forward. You'll feel it's important to be reliable under the influence of this day. Despite your love of independence and adventure, you are sure to recognize the value of being dependable in the eyes of others. This is especially so when it comes to family and those on the work scene. You may find that with this vibration you are much more driven to present this quality, and it can see you save face if this is what's needed. Follow through with your promises. A day before a friendly aspect between Mars on the income and Venus on the career front is due to peak, the moon connects with both. In the final hours of the moon's last visit to your income sector before Mars leaves in 12 days, it is also connecting with the rest of the planets in your career sector, including Mercury, at a standstill ahead of his direct turn tomorrow. Over the weekend and before the new working week begins, this is a window into some serious support building between the money and professional gods. Meanwhile, when the moon leaves, this is going to kick off some equally positive days on the communication, social, and relationship fronts. While the asteroid Juno will have retrograded back out of your relationship sector by the time Mars returns to your communication sector to begin his war on communication barriers in 12 days, the moon steps in. Returning for its last visit before Mars returns to your communication sector, the moon's friendly aspect to Juno is going to make it easier to give your emotional responses, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Libra, harmony comes from honest connection. Your quote of the day: beauty begins where truth is spoken kindly. Your color of the day is dusty rose, soft and graceful. Lucky numbers: 7, 11, 26. A relationship may benefit from an open, heartfelt exchange. Creativity flows when you allow balance, not force. A social opportunity could bring someone intriguing. Trust your inner scale, what feels aligned is right. Our eyes in the sky. Let's gently step into the energy of April 8, 2025, with curiosity and openness. Today's a day that holds the potential for clarity, for connection, and maybe even a quiet personal breakthrough. Whether you're listening to this with your morning coffee, on a walk, or winding down in the evening, know that these messages are shared with the intention of supporting your journey wherever you are in it. The beauty of tarot is how it meets us where we are. So let's take a deep breath and see what's come through for you today. Our first card is the Fool, a beautiful beginning. It's the first card of the major arcana, and it carries with it that fresh, open-hearted energy of a new chapter. This doesn't have to mean a huge life change sometimes. A Euroe simply means allowing yourself to think differently or try something you've quietly wanted for a while. This card encourages spontaneity, lightness, and a sense of adventure. Think back to a time when you did something just because it felt right, not because it was practical, not because you had all the answers, but because your heart was in it. The Fool reminds you that there's wisdom in leaping, even when you don't know exactly where you'll land. Maybe today is your nudge to take that small step, to reach out, to say yes. Let yourself imagine more. Begin where you are. Next, we're met with the Seven of Pentacles. This is the energy of patience, of planting seeds and tending to them with care. It speaks to all those moments where you've put in the effort, but haven't quite seen the full reward yet. It's that liminal space between intention and result. And if you've been questioning whether what you're doing is actually going anywhere, this card says, yes, it is. It's growing even if you can't see it fully yet. Your energy, your choices, your consistency, it all matters. It's like tending to a garden. You don't dig up the roots to see if they're growing. You water it. You trust the process. Reflect today on where you've been showing up for yourself. Where have you been investing your time, your heart, your energy? The Seven of Pentacles honors that steady effort and reminds you, you're building something meaningful. Now we draw the Knight of Cups, a dreamy, romantic, emotionally expressive card. This energy is tender and intuitive. It's often linked to creative pursuits, heartfelt conversations, and following emotional truth. You might feel pulled toward beauty today in art, in nature, or in connection with someone who understands you deeply. If there's been something you've wanted to say, this card suggests that today might be the right time to say it. Expressing emotion, even awkwardly, is an act of courage. The Knight of Cups also invites you to connect with your imagination. Daydream a little. Journal. Write a love letter to your future self. Indulge in the softness that often gets overlooked in the rush of daily life. The next card is the Six of Swords, which brings a sense of quiet movement, healing, and transition. It's that feeling of finally leaving behind something heavy, even if it still lingers in the rearview mirror. This card honors the emotional labor it takes to move forward, to detach from what no longer serves, and to seek peace. You may still be carrying a little of what you left behind. That's okay. The point is, you're moving. You're choosing peace over chaos. You're choosing clarity over confusion. And that's incredibly brave. If you've been in the midst of emotional shifts, know that smoother waters are ahead. Trust your inner compass. It knows where you're going. And finally, we close with the Three of Pentacles, a card about collaboration, shared effort, and building something together. This card reminds us that we're not meant to do everything alone. Whether it's work, healing, creativity, or just making it through the day, there's support around you. Sometimes it comes from the most unexpected places: a kind word, a shared laugh, someone who sees your efforts and appreciates them. The Three of Pentacles encourages you to value your part in the larger picture. You bring something unique to the table. Your contribution matters. And you deserve to be seen and supported for it. So when we look at this reading as a whole, the Fool, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles, we see a beautiful story unfolding. There's a sense of starting fresh, trusting the process, staying emotionally connected, allowing yourself to move on, and recognizing the strength in teamwork and shared growth. Today is not about rushing or proving anything. It's about leaning into trust, into heart, and into community. I'd really love to know what part of this reading spoke to you today. Are you feeling that you RGE to leap, like the Fool? Or maybe you're deep in that Seven of Pentacles energy, tending to something you've been growing. Feel free to share your thoughts, your reflections, or even just a word that captures how today feels for you. Your voice matters here. This is your space, your journey, and your reminder that you're not walking it alone. You're seen, you're supported, and there's something beautiful on the horizon. One breath, one step, one choice at a time.